crowd has always expected. I understand.
We have millions watching this telecast right now. And everyone, I'm sure, is pumped up about this clash.
Historically, India's strength has always been its batting.
Good shot.
Not quite fine enough. 4 runs.
But under the captaincy of Virat Kohli, it is the bowling. And the fast bowling in particular. That has made India the best test team in the world. And a strong force in overseas conditions.
That's a big shout from the Indians. I like that. Up goes the finger as well.
Since 2018, India's pacers have an average and strike rate second to only South Africa. Ishant Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammed Shami are at the heart of this fast bowling revolution.
Look, I think if you think about Jasprit Bumrah, and since his inclusion into the Indian Test team, he's really changed the way that the Indian bowlers look at taking wickets. He's a dynamic bowler. With that brand new ball, he's devastating. And I believe that he gets a lot of his wickets because he bowls at beautiful, impeccable line length, day in, day out, a bit like Glenn McGrath from Australia used to do. But then that real quick bouncer. And he finds a lot of batsmen wanting, they're playing the shot, they're not sure where the ball's going to go. So I think he's definitely changed the style.
Now there has been a lot of talk about Jasprit Bumrah's bowling mechanics and his bowling action, especially when he started playing Test cricket. Now if you have to look at his action, you will see that his elbow is hyperextended, which basically helps him create that slinging action, which helps deliver the ball faster. And what adds to the speed of the ball is that braced front leg. So you actually have an inverted K and almost a catapult kind of an effect when the ball is being released.
What I like about Mohammed Shami is that over the last probably 2.5 years, his pace has increased. You might think that most fast bowlers get to a stage where they reach their peak and then they taper off, then they start to lose their pace. Well, Mohammed Shami's gone the other way. He's worked really hard on his fitness, he's lost a lot of weight, he's running in harder. But what he brings to the table, Mohammed Shami, is that ability to swing that brand new ball away, but also bowl that beautiful, impeccable stump-to-stump line. We know in England, if you bowl too short and too wide, you're going to get hammered. Mohammed Shami, he's got that beautiful line length, so he asks a lot of questions. As they say, top of off stump, that's the place to be, and that is exactly what Mohammed Shami owns.
While Shami's average pace would be lower than many of the fast bowlers, his zero seam position and the seam up control, where he can actually seam the ball both ways, just that little bit to induce the error, is what stands out for Mohammed Shami. Now, one remarkable stat which stands out was Shami's bowling performance in England in 2018, where his fall shot inducing percentage was 26%, which was not only highest for that series, but it is rated as one of the best.
Body composition tests are more significant than body weight for athletes because they help them to increase their lean muscle mass and decrease their fat mass. This also helps to reduce their risk of injuries. For bowlers like Mohammed Shami, who have shown a remarkable improvement in their fitness levels, improving body composition has been of primary focus apart from just the body weight.
Well, the one thing I can say about Ishant Sharma is he's got better with age. I think we know that. He's like a fine wine. He understands what his action is all about now. He really gives Virat Kohli the edge, really, with the bowling unit, because he can throw the ball to Ishant Sharma and say, do that job. If you're not taking wickets, then dry and end up, and that's what he does very well.
In my opinion, one of the things that certainly has helped him is there's not been any baggage of white ball cricket. I think India has identified him as one of their test specialists, and that has helped. He gets breaks between test series. He's a lot fresher when he comes into the test matches. That's where his position at the crease is a lot more stable, a lot more upright, and because of that he can bowl the ball a lot fuller, which perhaps earlier on in his career his length was a touch shorter, which can happen with a lot of the taller bowlers.
If you look at Ishant's career over 3 phases, the latest phase, which starts from 2016 onwards, he actually averages around 23 compared to 36 in the previous phases of his career. One major statistic which stands out is that his average length is now 7 meters. Basically, that he's pitching the ball 7 meters from the batsman's stumps as opposed to 7.4 meters in the previous phases of his career.
This Indian pace attack has enough experience of English conditions to be the real game changer for Team India come the World Test Championship final.
Ishant has taken the most test wickets in England for any active Indian bowler.
On the other hand, Bumrah took a 5-wicket haul on his first tour of England in 2018. Shami has one of the best bowling figures in Southampton too.
If you look at the bowling data for Indian bowlers with the Duke's ball, you can see that since 2018, the Indian bowlers have performed really well with it. If you look at the average amount of swing, the Indian bowlers have swung the ball the maximum with the Duke's ball, which is around 1.3 degrees. I would specifically like to point out Ishant Sharma's bowling performance with the Duke's ball since 2018. He tops both the charts when it comes to swinging with the Duke's ball as well as moving it off the seam, which is 2.1 degrees and 0.8 degrees respectively.
Ishant, Bumrah, Shami. These three fast bowlers have played a crucial role in India's rise to the top in Test cricket. Captain Virat Kohli will bank on them to win India the maiden World Test Championship title.